Welcome in the arena. My name's Allyson Klein. We are coming to you from the Open Compute Project Summit in San Jose, California, and I am really excited to have back in the studio with us Lesya Dymyd, Business Development Lead at CESQ, the European Center for Quantum Sciences. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Allyson. Thank you for having me on this podcast.
So Lesya, you and I first connected at the OCP Summit in Lisbon a couple of years ago. For those who missed that interview, can you share a little bit about your background in the data center?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I have almost a 10 years background in the data center industry. I joined TuSRSI, which is a manufacturer of data center solutions. Initially, my role was in the R&D department and innovation, working with startups, working with our engineers, sales, and marketing department in order to understand what are the future technologies and what are the partners with whom we can work on novel solutions. And we've been looking at the immersion cooling, direct liquid cooling, and also heat reuse opportunities. Starting from 2019, I've been involved in the open source hardware community, particularly with the Open Compute Project, serving as a lead in the OCP Future Technology Symposium. That was a great program when we were looking at future technologies and how can we accelerate them faster to the market. I also joined the foundation teams, and after that, I moved to Quantum. So right now, my role is with CESQ as a business developer.
Okay, CESQ is how you pronounce it. Why don't you introduce it and what your ambitions are as an organization?
Yeah, so CESQ is a European Center of Quantum Science. We are based in the University of Strasbourg, so we belong to the University of Strasbourg, but also the CNRS, which is a research organization in France, one of the largest ones. Our goal is to become the quantum hub in our region, which is the Grand Est region, but also in France and Europe. So we want to become the center of excellence of quantum in the region and serve the industry, serve the academia and startups, and help all these organizations in our ecosystem to understand what is quantum, how to build on quantum applications, and how can organizations, both large organizations, mid-size, and also startups, can use the quantum applications in their businesses.
Now, quantum is one of our favorite topics to talk about on Tech Arena just because it offers so much promise. What hurdles do you see from taking quantum where it is today into broad commercial impact?
Yeah, this is a great question. From what we know today is that quantum is still quite early in the development process if we're trying to see the technology curve, to understand where we are right now. A lot of research is going on around the quantum, but when we talk about the actual applications, we are still a little bit far away from actual market applications. However, it's critical to see and understand and explore quantum today because we are talking about the quantum and hybrid computing, where hybrid computing means that we are looking at the HPC, high performance computing, and how can we combine this technology with the quantum in order to solve some of the problems that exist today. And applications can be different. We can, of course, talk about the data center industry, but also on the biotech. How do we apply it in biotech, in cybersecurity, in the government management, and so there are a lot of opportunities. And I think the critical is for organizations today is to start to be curious, to start to explore, maybe start to do some research and investigation, and try to build use cases. One of the roles of CESQ is to build the use cases with industry and with startups.
So you've talked about the ambition to grow as one of the leading players in quantum in Europe. What is unique about European advancement?
Yeah, let me tell you first about what is unique about our region and France. So CESQ based in the Grand Est region. And the uniqueness is because we are on the borders with Germany and Switzerland. Sure. So we do have access to all the, the geography and the organizations and governments on the crossroads of France, Switzerland, and Germany. We also have a good access to the research institutions and organizations in France, in our region, but also, in Switzerland and Germany. And finally, there is a lot of industries that are present. Specifically in the Grand Est, we have a strong presence of biotech and chemistry. And again, coming back to the research and the academia and labs, we rely a lot on this capacity of knowledge, and we want to create the knowledge transfer to help organizations that in our region to accelerate the adoption of new technologies, including quantum and hybrid computing.